FoldAR. FoldAR. It is difficult to surprise gun connoisseurs with foldable weapons, but the Americans from FoldAR did exactly that at the SHOT Show 2019. They presented this AR-style rifle that's only 27 centimeters long. When folded, the trick is that not only the stock but also the barrel can be folded, and the latter can also be replaced faster than the competitors. One version of the rifle shoots 5.56 by 45 NATO ammo, weighs 2.8 kilograms, and has a modular forend. However, buyers will have to fight for every copy sold. AR has no plans to expand production capacity, and will continue to release their products on a limited basis. The price tag is about $2,500. Crye Precision 612. Engineers of an American company wondered how to upgrade the weapons used by the police, special forces and other law enforcement officers to assault buildings and other similar tasks, and they came up with this upgrade called the 612. It was originally a compact, underbarrel shotgun for special ammunition, but the design was so successful that the 612 can be easily turned into a standalone weapon. Moreover, it allows for interchangeable barrels, and as a pick at any rail on the stock. The caliber of the model is 12 mm. The removable cylinder has enough capacity for 6 cartridges, and the standalone version is only 88 centimeters long. Striker/Protecta. Next up is a shotgun from South Africa. It was designed for urban combat in heavily built-up areas. Unlike similar products, this gun holds 12 rounds of 12-gauge ammunition thanks to the cylinder-type magazine. However, it is non-detachable, which means that the reloading process is similar to that of a revolver. The main feature is the movable grip for the second hand. The shooter can rotate the cylinder by turning it. All used cartridges are removed automatically with the help of powder gases, except for the last one. It has to be extracted manually with the help of an extractor rod, but the gun is reliable and shoots buckshot, plus it's quite compact. The Striker and Protector versions with the buttstock folded are 508 and 500 mm long respectively. MA5 Assault Rifle. The Halo universe began with video games, but it has been so successful that it's branched out into books, comics, and movies. The sales are as fantastic as the game universe, 16 million copies in 13 years. Not surprisingly, Halo has a huge community of fans, many of whom are pretty talented. Of course, we're still a long way from energy swords and photon weapons, but the MA5 series assault rifle is ready and tested. It's interesting that websites on the subject have a lot of information about the MA5. It's a bullpup gun that uses 7.62 by 51 mm NATO cartridges and looks a lot like an FNF 2000. However, we also have some questions to the designer. For example, the ammunition counter is supposed to have numbers in blue, but all the same, his work is worthy of admiration, and people in the comments shared a jokey petition to designate the weapon as the main assault rifle of the U.S. Army. Ruger 10x22 Gatling Gun Kit. This product makes us think of action movie props. Where else would you need such a strange weapon? The manufacturers propose to assemble something like the Gatling system, that is to combine several barrels on a special mount. For the experiment, we will need 2 Ruger 10x22 rifles chambered for 22 LR ammunition, a Gatling gun kit that comes with a tripod, barrel covers and other useful stuff, and more magazines, ideally for at least 25 to 30 rounds. It fires 4 rounds per crank revolution and is only limited by your ability to turn the crank, the manufacturer writes, and it's a good thing the 22 LR is a pretty cheap ammo, because you'd have to shell out about $1,200 for the Gatling gun kit alone. Slong G-Kriss Glock 17. Glock pistols are a hit on the arms market. Over 20 million Glock 17s alone have been produced. It's hard to imagine law enforcement agencies in many countries from the US to Iceland without these legendary pistols, and the list of movies, books, games and other works that feature Glock pistols deserves a separate video. And businessmen are not complaining. The demand for various upgrades for Glocks will not subside for a long time to come. For example, this set costs only $22 and allows to improve some airsoft Glock pistols. It's made of nylon and plastic and weighs about 230 grams. The benefits are obvious. The shooter gets an additional magazine and improved accuracy thanks to the more comfortable grip. Henry Lever Action Axe .410. Not all firearms need to fit into categories such as hunting and home protection. Interesting guns that are easy to grab from a holster are well worthy of their own separate category, explains Henry. Repeating arms. So here's a shotgun that successfully combines fun and practicality. Measuring 66 centimeters in length and weighing 2.6 kilograms, this gun is easy to store in places where most classic models wouldn't fit. A 5-round 410 caliber tube magazine is at these shooters' disposal. This is a good option for shooting sports. Even if you have a packed gun safe with all bases covered, this shotgun is sure to put a smile on your face that won't leave until the magazine is empty. The manufacturer is confident the price is around $1,100. Vektor H5. From South Africa is the Vektor H5 pump-action rifle weapon. Connoisseurs probably recognize what it's based on. It's the famous Israeli Galileo rifle. In the early 90s, the South African legislation strictly limited the purchase of automatic weapons by the population. Since pump-action weapons were much more affordable, engineers modified the Galil rifle and turned it into the Vektor H5. They had to remove the gas piston and added pump action. The final product, chambered for the 5.56 by 45 mm NATO cartridge, is compatible with 5, 10, 12 and 35 round magazines and optical sights, and is relatively easy to repair. Thanks to an attempt of unification with Galil, you can find one online for only $662. AM-15. 60s. The U.S. developed the American 180 submachine gun. The idea was simple: a weapon for riot control, in particular prison riots. A magazine capacity of 275 rounds of 5.6 by 15.6 mm ammunition and an impressive rate of fire of up to 1,500 rounds per minute. Sounds great, but it would be expensive to add one to your collection. Therefore, another American company offers an interesting and more affordable alternative: a kit to build something similar on your own, for example based on the M16. They promise about 850 rounds per minute, and those 275 coveted rounds in one magazine get the fun and functionality of the American 180 for just a fraction of its cost. The description concludes: GlockStore exclusive, the red MCK. Remember the improved airsoft Glock? There is an even cooler option with the micro conversion kit. You can turn a Glock into a carbine. The manufacturers try to combine a reasonable price of $250 with simplicity, so there's no need to disassemble the gun. There are 4 options available on the manufacturer's website for different Glock models, and 5 colors to choose from. Each option is customizable and adjustable, plus a flashlight is included. People in the comments compare the improved Glock with Nerf guns and recall the movie Deadpool. The red and black weapon would be a perfect match for the protagonist's costume. Mosin Obrez pistol. It's time to recall an iconic weapon for the connoisseurs of military history, the most seen Nagant rifle. It was adopted into service in 1891 and later became the basis for a variety of weapons from sports to hunting rifles, both rifled and smoothbore. In particular, the most seen Nagant rifles were often used to make sawn-off shotguns. So from time to time DIY is make something similar, such as this air rifle version assembled in Hong Kong using original details. So beautiful, but so weird. Someone wrote in the comments, what do you think?